What's happening, everybody? Back at it for another video. How y'all doing, man? How is everybody doing? Welcome to Daren and Luna's channel at Daren and Luna on all social media platforms, including our website, www.darenandluna.com, and spelled out. I love you all, man. Thank you for all your support, your comments, your shares, watch hours, just every single thing. We are so grateful and so thankful for your support. I love making these videos. I love doing the channeled messages, bringing forward the Divine Council of Nine. Very soon, me and Luna are going to be working on bringing other dimensional, higher dimensional beings through. You know, we have, and we are going to, we've been guided to do so. The New Earth School is coming together. Things are happening. Things are unfolding. Ripp Into Light, the New Earth School, is just unfolding so beautifully, and I can't be more excited to work with someone like Luna, or co-create, or let's say play with, because we use, instead of the term work, we use the word play. It all boils down to the words you use and how you use them in different areas of your life, and how they deem how you feel. And we call it play because it's not really work. It doesn't feel like work. It doesn't feel like going to a 9 to 5 and clocking in and, you know, making cream cheese bagel sandwiches all day. It doesn't feel like that. It literally, quite literally, just feels like we're just having fun, and that's the way it should be. Anything that you do, anything that you find like deemed like, oh, I don't want to do this, I don't want to vacuum. There was so many times I mentioned to Luna that how I just dislike vacuuming. I dislike any kind of, house chores, so to speak. And she continued to tell me, well, how can you make it fun? And lo and behold, there's been times that I pulled out the vacuum and I'm vacuuming and I put on my headphones and I just jammed out to music and was dancing while vacuuming. It's like it all boils down to and goes back to how you look at it. In what way do you look at it? Like, do you look at it as, oh, this is going to be mundane chore that I don't want to do, and I'm not looking forward to it? Well, you're summoning that energy, which then is creating that into form. So then it will not be fun. Like, oh God, I have to go to the dealership and bring my car in, and interestingly enough, I had to bring my car in multiple times to the dealership. And usually the way it used to feel, just not enjoyable. And I would sit there and lo and behold, like, I was there yesterday and the man told me he's going to get me in and out, and it's going to be real quick. And originally he said like 45 minutes, and then he told me when I got there it was going to be a lot. Oh, there's nobody here. And I saw all these cars like starting to pull up under the tents, and there wasn't anybody when I got there. There was a few people in the waiting room, but to be honest with you, I got in the waiting room and it went by. It was longer than 45 minutes. Let's be real. And at the same time, it was not. It didn't bother me. It didn't feel like, oh God, I have to do this. This stinks. I really don't want to be here, blah, blah, blah. The more that you speak these words, the more that energy cultivates and turns into form. And then you actually feel that, versus like, man, I'm going to have a great time. It's going to go by so quickly and effortlessly. I'm going to get some things done as well. It's going to be kind of like a multitasking, and I get to get some things done that I haven't gotten done. It's going to give me that opportunity, and it's going to be fun, and I'm going to make it fun and enjoyable. to be waiting for my car to be done. And what I essentially brought it in for was a recall. And they basically didn't have a resolution for like months. And now they finally, when I called, luckily I called, something guided me to call as I was on my way to the gym, and I rerouted, and literally I was already a quarter of the way there. And I said, "Oh yeah, I'm like at this location." "Oh yeah, I know where you are." "Okay, I'll head right there." It literally took me probably like 5 minutes. I got there about 9:35, and I think I got out of there at like close to 11. And I don't need the recall. They checked my car and they said, um, it's fine. You don't need it. And so yeah, it really worked out. And then they were able to do the inspection on it, which I already had it done when I bought it last year. But either here nor there, it doesn't matter. They did it, and they checked everything out again, which was nice. And I literally went in there and went out, and he was super nice, and uh, very, very nice gentleman. And it went really smooth because my attitude, because of the way I looked at it, because I didn't look at it as, oh God, I have to do this again. But instead I felt really good when I called. My energy was up. I felt really high vibrational. I felt just in a good mood. And I knew that it was the perfect time. And then I don't remember if I got the chance to go to the park that day or not. I think I might have in the, no, maybe not. Maybe it was the day before. Um, but at the end of the day, it was enjoyable. It wasn't something that I dreaded. That's the word I was trying to use, like dread, like you dread going into your job every day, or you dread vacuuming, or whatever the case may be. You're putting that energy in front of whatever you're going to be doing to then create that experience for yourself. And it used to be like that with me doing this paperwork with my father, and every single time every 3 months, we had to do it. And we had to file these papers, and we had to go through and calculate all this stuff. And for years and years and years, and it got to the point where I was just like so over it and didn't want to do it. But yet, in actuality, if I looked at it differently and said, wow, this is giving me the opportunity to communicate, to connect with my father, because he passed in 2022. And we had years, I would venture to say probably from 2001 till 2022 when he passed, he was helping me with the paperwork. And it gave us the opportunity to connect and spend several hours together and really connect. And I didn't look I didn't look at it at that time or those years as a way to connect. And more so, I looked at it as, I don't want to be doing this. And then quite literally, it turned into arguments all the time when we were doing it. And then it got to the point where we were yelling at each other, and he would be like, I'm not helping you with it anymore. And then I would go and apologize to him. And it because of the way that I went into it, the way that I looked at it, versus me and Luna changing the words from work to play. Oh, do you want to spend a few hours and play today? And then when we get together, it's fun, and we're laughing and being silly, and we're also getting things done that we want to get done for the newer school. And we're infusing love and silliness and joy and happiness into the creations that we're actually creating. And it goes the same for like when you're cooking food or you're driving somewhere, and you either can put oh, this stinks or this is amazing into whatever you're going to do going forward. And when I say it makes a huge, massive difference and it changes the entire way of that experience, I mean that in every form, in every way, shape, or form. So, whatever you're doing every day, whatever you start, whatever project you're creating, I encourage you to change the way you look at it. Because at the end of the day, if you aren't having fun with whatever you're doing, then why are you doing it? Why are you at that job? Why are you in that relationship? Why are you living where you're living? If none of it is serving your highest good, none of it is fun, none of it is enjoyable, but you're just doing it to do it. You're just going through the motions. Why? Ask yourself why. It is the beginning of the year. It is a perfect opportunity to reflect on the things you're doing daily and to see whether or not they are in alignment with you, whether or not you want to be doing them anymore. Like, what is the point? You know what I'm saying? Like, if me and Luna weren't having fun creating the newer school Ripp Into Light, why would we be doing it? I wouldn't even want to be creating this institution, this school, unless love was being created, infusing into it, unless play and fun and joy and excitement and it lighting us up. There's so many different areas to the newer school that we just keep doing different projects and playing around with it and seeing how it feels to both of us. If I wasn't enjoying sitting here for 34 minutes channeling the Divine Council 9 and then speaking to you all about, you know, what lights you up, then I wouldn't be doing it. If it didn't bring me joy and it's not something I would watch, then why am I doing it? What am I doing it for? So I encourage you to evaluate your own life and what you're doing on a daily basis and whether or not whatever you're doing is bringing you joy and happiness and love and kindness and all of the above. Because if it's not, then I would start looking for something that does. Because we are heading into the age of authenticity, the age of vulnerability, the age of being real, the age of being yourself. And if it's not serving you, it's going to fall off, whatever that is, whether it be relationships, job, career, uh, whatever it is, a hobby, friendships, family dynamic, whatever it is, we're getting to the point where humanity is realizing and remembering who they are. And that's part of the newer school, Ripp Into Light, assisting in that. And not only is it that, but we're beginning to step into the knowing of who we are, our power, taking our power back. All of these aspects are what is unfolding, especially in 2025 and even more in 2026. And it's time, dear ones, that you evaluate what you're doing and why you're doing it. With that being said, man, I love you all. Go to DarenandLuna.com, sign up for the free newsletter, join our journey. If you feel called to donate to us, we would be extremely grateful and thankful for whatever that amount of of a donation is. You can go to DarenandLuna.com. You can scroll up to the top on the header at the top of the page. There's Venmo, there's PayPal, there's Cash App. You can just click the button and choose whatever you feel called to donate. We are grateful for whatever that amount is to support our journey, what we're creating, so we can keep bringing content to you all, keep bringing workshops and masterclasses and retreats, and keep taking certifications and different things so we can bring more modalities forward and just have fun, because that's what we're here to display, um, showing that we can do it. And if we can do it, you can do it, in every area of your life, whatever that looks like. So, with that being said, man, support us. Subscribe to all social media platforms. They're all at Daren and Luna. Donate to our cause, to our mission, to our journey ahead. We love you all, man. Thank you again. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We'll see you in the next live. We'll see you in the next video. We'll see you somewhere around the world. From my heart to yours, from Luna's heart to yours. Take care of yourselves and each other. I will see you, and we will see you in the next video. Let's go.